Hey guys, how are you? Our today's topic of discussion is cell wall. So we will be discussing its discovery, structure, its layers, and the function of the cell wall. First of all, let's know how the cell wall was discovered. Cell wall was discovered by Robert Hooke in 1665, earlier than the protoplasm. Before the discovery of protoplasm, the cell wall was discovered. The cell wall is present in plant cells on the outer side of plasma membrane. Cell wall is absent in motile spores in algae and fungi and in the sexual spores in lower and higher plants. It is secreted by the protoplasm of the cell. Its thickness varies in the different cells of the plant. It is non-protoplasmic, permeable, rigid in character. It is also present in bacteria, archaea, algae, etc. So let's discuss the structure of cell wall. Cell wall varies greatly in morphology and chemical composition, but its characteristics have a close relationship with the algae and function of the cell on the basis of development and structures. In a young cell, the cell wall is thin and delicate, but in a large cell, it becomes thick and strong. It means if the cell is young, the cell wall is delicate and thinner, and it is larger and stronger and much thicker in mature cells, or you can say in big cells. Each cell within a tissue has its own cell wall. The cell wall is complex in structure and usually consists of three layers. There are three layers of the cell wall, which are named as primary wall, middle lamella, and secondary wall. Here you can see what is primary and secondary wall and what is middle lamella. The if these are two cells, you can say, so the cell wall that is present on the cell, that is called secondary wall. It is inner to the primary wall. Outer to the secondary wall is present primary wall, and between two primary walls, that is called middle lamella. So what is primary wall? It is a first wall formed in a developing cell. It is usually 1 to 3 micrometer in thickness. It is more or less elastic, extendable, crystalline, and optically active. It is found around a young meristematic cell on the outer side of the plasma membrane. So let's discuss the chemical composition of the primary wall. Chemically, cell wall is composed of many substances. Primary wall is composed of cellulose. Chief material of cell wall is cellulose. It is an insoluble carbohydrate and it is a polymer of glucose. Hemicellulose mixture of many organic compounds, pectic compounds, which are used as cementing materials, and polysaccharide compounds. The second structure, that is a secondary wall. It is found inner to the primary wall. So it is formed of the inner side of the primary wall. It provides a mechanical function. It is usually thick, more or less rigid, crystalline, and strongly optical active. It is usually thick about 5 to 10 micrometer. It is tough and strong. They are more massive than the primary, and in most thick walled cells it is constituent the major part of the cell wall. It constitutes the major part of the cell wall. Chemical composition of secondary wall. It also consists of cellulose, non-cellulosic polysaccharides like hemicellulose, mineral salts of calcium, magnesium, potassium, and silica, cutin, and pectin. The third structure, that is middle lamella. It is the intercellular substance which cements together the primary walls of two cells. You can say that, in case of animals, the cells are joined with the help of cadherins, and in case of plants, the cells are joined with the help of middle lamella. This is complex structural layers. It is amorphous, colloidal, and optically inactive. It is usually thin and about 1 micrometer in thickness. Then here is the composition, we can say chemical composition of the middle lamella. It consists of pectic compounds, appears to be a mixture of calcium and magnesium pectate. And the second thing is pectin, that is present in the form of calcium pectate and magnesium pectate. It acts as a cementing substance and helps in the attachment of the cells and makes the cell wall elastic. What is the function of the cell wall? It gives a definite shape and structural framework to the cell. It protects the inner contents of the cell. It provides mechanical support to the cell. It is permeable membrane for diffusion and helps in the absorption of minerals and solutes along with water in the cells of the root hairs. This slide was prepared by Muhammad Hanif, and here you can find his Gmail and Facebook profile link. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please subscribe our channel if you want to see more videos like this.